This episode is dedicated to our sweet, sweet listener, Joe Hernandez. Man, take care of yourself. Feel better. We love you. Enjoy. I'm recording.
Me too. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Or whatever time of day you're listening to this. Happy Musical Monday. I'm Taylor.
I'm Leah, and I sound a little sick.
I just recently woke up, so I sound like this.
Yeah. I think that might be why I sound sick. I'm hoping that it's just because I recently woke up. We'll see. We'll see what the day brings me.
Oh yeah.
So, guess what, bitches? This week we're talking about Remi Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's something.
She is something.
She's pretty fun. She's very young. I'm gonna read us her bio on Spotify because there's not a lot of information about her out there because she is so new. Well, first I'll say that she has 198,000 monthly listeners and 8,000 followers.
Nice.
Just added another one. I followed her.
Nice.
Her bio on here reads, Remi Wolf is a crazy bitch, but also hella nice and sweet sometimes, but also likes to yell at people, but has figured out that maybe instead of yelling at people, she can just sing and scream at people on stage when she's in the mood to make money and act like a daddy dom. Remi also occasionally hosts the Steve Harvey Morning Show and the nationally syndicated Family Feud, which is on its 43rd season. She also occasionally guest stars on the Jersey Shore and has a Snooki body double. But seriously, shit, this bitch fucks though. Also, I am this bitch. So damn, come at me, bros. And Carde Asa, dude. Single and not ready to mingle. Check the tunes on my EP, You're a Dog, and you'll see why. Scary shit, brother. I had not read that until just now, and now I hate her.
I hated every single second of that. I wish that you could see my face when that was awful. I'm sorry. I mean, I guess we should have known she has there's a song called Thick and a song called Shoddy. Like, we should have known that would happen. And what is she also? She's also like 18
She's probably
or something.
Yeah. Ugh. I couldn't find any information about her actual self anywhere.
That was awful.
So onestowatch.com did an article. Remi Wolf has us panting for more with her bold You're a Dog debut. Los Angeles-based Remi Wolf isn't your typical baddie. She's very much a bold protagonist straight out of a box office breaking movie that we've yet to see. Wolf preciously fuses together elements of electronic and acoustic soundscapes to generate an abstract sound that we've never heard before. To support her highly anticipated EP, You're a Dog, Wolf is joining fellow Ones to Watch artist Still Woozy on tour this fall.
Oh, cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Still Woozy puts on a fabulous concert.
Yeah.
It is a great time. So she wrote and co-produced You're a Dog. And they call it an undeniable masterpiece that finally reveals Wolf's artistic talent to the entire world. The opening track, Sauce, throws us into a frenzy of crushing synths and stirring electronics. On the other hand, Rufus, I didn't realize there was an extra foo in it.
Yeah.
Is solely funk all the way through, and we just can't get enough. In Doctor, Wolf refuses to be someone's backup plan as she recognizes her self-worth amidst her soaring vocals. And she said about the album, or about the project, You're a Dog was made in a bunch of bedrooms across California. Sometimes I was stoned as fuck, sometimes I was on shrooms, sometimes drunk, sometimes sober, sometimes naked, sometimes fully clothed, sometimes crying, sometimes laughing, and most times angry. But no matter my state, I was always a dog, so that's cute, and so was everyone else. So as you could imagine, the constant barking drove me crazy.
Okay. She's one of those that's like she definitely draws with Sharpie on her walls. You know what I mean?
She's
Like,
definitely from LA. She's definitely
a teenager.
a Zoomer for
Yeah.
sure. But
Yeah, okay. I enjoyed her music.
she
What? What? She keeps covering her mouth and then like going to speak and then covering her mouth again. That's what's happening right now. Now she's laughing.
So she goes, she's quoted here, silly, silly, silly. This shit is dumb silly. He he he. I love these songs. I don't know how to talk about making the music. I just made it and it was done. Kinda like when you take a shit. So these songs are my cute little shits and y'all are my lawn. I'm so upset.
Who is this? I'm really glad that we're discovering this while we're recording. This is good.
Me
This
too.
is high quality content. Anyway, what the fuck, dude?
These songs are my cute little shits and y'all are my lawn.
I'm really
so upset by that statement.
okay. Like her music. Okay, I will say that at first I was like, she's shouting. Please lower your voice. I feel like I'm being accosted a little bit, but it's really good. And
I
it seems
really like it.
It's really like deep and like very lyrically strong and like even when it's like "Shawty wanna fuck me" and it's like there was like context and meaning and I was like, yeah, and now she's calling it her little shits and I'm like, that's just what's not clicking?
There's a misconnection there. Oh boy. Like Doctor, I love that song. And like Sauce, Rufus, and Thick, I could like do without, but Dr. Guy and Shoddy, like I listen to all week long.
Yeah.
And her other music, like her singles that she's played out, are also very good.
I'm so lost.
I'm so upset.
This is such an LA teen thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it.
I don't know.
If you are one of those people, fucking knock it off. You don't seem cool. Okay? Like, I'm sorry.
So
Stop. Stop that. Get some help.
She was on American Idol, we found out.
Okay, yeah.
So that's how she like kind of got discovered, I guess. I don't know.
Is she signed? I guess if there's not a lot of information on her, we don't know if she is. Probably not if she's making a bunch of...
Okay, this article's a little bit better.
Okay.
It's a paper mag piece. They asked her about Rufus. They said, Rufus is a pretty unusual song. How did it come about? And she says, I did not expect that song to pick up traction at all. I was like, this is the weird one. I don't know if anyone's going to get it. It's really kind of out there sonically and lyrically. I was pretty shocked when it started taking off. Spotify really liked it, and people have told me they really like the song. I think it's a good song for being really high or really drunk late at night or coming down from being drunk or high. It goes super hard at live shows. Everybody starts dancing. Even though it seems like it's all over the place, when you listen to it, it starts making sense of how you feel when you really love someone or really like someone.
That's the most coherent thing that she said.
I know. And that makes sense about that song.
Yeah,
too.
It's like, okay, yeah, you've explained some of your music. And I'm not saying that every song anybody writes has to have a deep explanation or whatever, but when you listen to this album, you would think that there would be one.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I have no idea. Okay, well anyway, what was your favorite?
It's kind of a tie between Doctor and Guy.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Doctor. That's the one that I will like play on repeat. I also really like Shoddy.
I think I have to.
Shoddy's real catchy.
It is catchy. I think I'd have to choose either between Doctor or Guy too, because they're a little calmer.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know.
Guy was the song. So the way I found her was on my Discover Weekly playlist, and they put Guy on there. And so last week when we were like, what should we do? I was like, this song. We should see what else is there. So.
You know what? This isn't relevant to anything, but you know what has been stuck in my head for a long time? You know that TikTok audio that's like, and it's Dr. Phil going, shut the hell up. That's what I have been singing in my head for like the past 3 days, and I think we should review it next week. Next week we're doing Dr. Phil. Like, shut the hell up.
Oh shit, we never talked about what we were going to do next week.
No, yeah, you sent me that. Jesus, I just had a fucking. You sent me that.
Yeah. Lake Street Drive.
Yeah. But also, we're not about Dr. Phil saying,
shut the hell up, you piece of shit.
You'll
sit in the road and let a car run over you.
I'll kill you, give me $200.
I love it so much because it's just him reading a letter.
Yeah.
From some deranged person that was on his show.
Yes. Man.
I also love the girl who does Dr. Phil, sexy Dr. Phil
yes.
cosplay.
She's the best. Oh, I hate it. It makes me so uncomfortable and I love it so much.
Okay, here's some more explanations about her songs.
Oh, good.
That seem interesting. The opener song Sauce is what Wolf describes as romanticizing toxicity. This reggae-inspired song, which combines elements of pop and funk, speak to the messiness of requiring sex while remaining emotionally unavailable, with lyrics like, you make sure I'm level like a pile of laundry. Wolf sings about being hopelessly codependent. And then for Shouty, Wolf, a bisexual woman, set out to make a queer anthem about having fun with another woman in bed. This is a song that Wolf describes as, quote, an honest song about being a queer artist and having duplicity in what it meant to write music about a casual yet fun relationship with a woman, end quote. How does she turn it on and off for different articles, for different interviews?
I have no idea. Maybe it's just because she probably wrote her own Spotify bio and stuff, or maybe she is sober for these and not for the other ones. I don't know.
But like, she just said the word duplicity. Like the girl that was calling herself
Canessa, dude.
This crazy bitch, and then goes to saying being a queer artist and having duplicity in what it meant to write music about a casual yet fun relationship with a woman. I'm just thrilled by this. I can't decide if I'm
the duality of man,
or if I kind of hate her a little bit.
I hate that she called herself that crazy bit, because like, just don't ever in any circumstance ever type out bit. Like,
yeah, for any of our audience that don't understand what we mean by crazy bih, we are not censoring ourselves. It's literally typed B-I-H. That crazy bih.
Like, you know that I would not censor myself in any circumstance, and neither would you.
Nope.
Like, Jesus, I need an emergency. Gosh, okay.
Oh, boy.
But, yeah, like, please talk about the duplicity of your music, but do not call yourself
a crazy
bit. And that is on period.
Bad Behavior. Let's talk a little bit about her. So she released Bad Behavior, which was a single recently after she released You're a Dog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the only other single she has.
Yep, November 19th.
All right.
Do you know how long ago she released You're a Dog?
I have absolutely no idea.
It says 2019, but...
Right.
That was a whole year ago. Ha ha
What?
ha ha. Ho 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 ho.
Um,
Oh.
I've literally never heard of a single person except for Cautious Clay that's on her fans also like
Maybe you
list.
need to learn.
Guess I do.
I've been trying to really get into my Discover Weekly, and I've been doing a little better at listening to new stuff. But guess who came on my Discover Weekly?
Who?
Chris Fleming. Do you know who that is?
I mean, maybe.
He's like the guy on Twitter. He does like this like really fun like the comedy songs, like the Grad Student Shuffle, and like all of that stuff. Oh man. Okay, I'll have to send it to you because he's so funny. I'm trying to think of. I think he's gone viral like a few times. He did the song about polyamory. Oh, it's
I
so
don't know.
funny.
I'd have to hear
Anyway,
it.
if any of you know who Chris Fleming is, his music was on my Discover Weekly and it was amazing.
I would just like to say that Eminem released an album
Oh,
this morning.
Luke's gonna shit himself.
Evan's gonna shit himself. It's called Music to Be Murdered By. And then we also got a posthumous
Yeah.
album from Mac Miller called Circles.
Oh, yeah.
And they released a single from it last week that was Good News. And it's a 5 minute and 42 second song. And it's very good.
Listen.
So I'm interested to listen to the rest of the 5 minute, 42 minute song. Podcast recommendation. Whitney Cummings, the comedian.
Okay.
She has long black hair. She's always kind of associated with Crystalia.
Okay.
Yeah, she has a podcast called Good For You.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very entertaining. And she has an episode with Fred Armisen, who is just like the most angelic human.
He can do no wrong.
He really can't. And I was listening to it yesterday, and something he said really resonated with me. He was talking about how when he goes over to people's houses and they're playing music and like also are trying to have a conversation, he wants to leave.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, if I'm going to be listening to music, I'm going to be listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to be having a conversation with you, that's what I'm going to be doing. We cannot be doing both.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah. The part that I really identify with is when I go over to people's houses. Like, you can take out the music part. Like, when I go over to people's houses, like, I want to leave.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I don't...
That too.
I don't want to go there probably in the first place, and I'm only there because I feel obligated. Also, this isn't relevant, but I told myself last night, I looked in the mirror. Okay, you're going to be proud of me. I looked in the mirror, and I said, this is the year that you are going to get your shit together and be ever so slightly assertive. Maybe.
Wow.
Stop letting people walk on you. Send that follow-up email. I've sent lots of follow-up emails, which normally they're like, we don't want to be with us, and I'm like, okay, but now I'm like, wow, bitch.
Tell me why.
Yeah, I'm gonna be assertive. I probably won't, but I'm gonna try, maybe.
Oh boy. Someone else did something that was very you the other day, and I was like, this is the coffee situation all over again.
Oh, God.
I think it was Evan, but I don't remember what he did. I was like, what the hell? He's like, no, it's fine. I'll just drink it. That was kind of me with my bagel yesterday. But what do you do when it's already been cream cheesed?
Yeah, they'd have to waste the bagel and then give you a new one.
I think I told that story before the audience was here, but basically I consumed an undercooked, barely toasted bagel with entirely too much cream cheese.
Inches of cream cheese.
It was literally, they put like the whole container of cream cheese on there.
Gross. Like, I like a lot of cream cheese, but, like, that's overwhelming.
Usually,
Sorry, go ahead.
Usually I get a plain bagel with their pumpkin cream cheese.
Okay.
And that's delicious.
The best bagel that I have ever had, I think I've said this before.
Salmon bagel?
Salmon bagel at the Cincinnati airport. I have yet to find anything ever, really in any food, that's better than that bagel. I've only had it twice in my life, and it's gluten, but it's not like I fly out of Cincinnati often or into Cincinnati often. So when I'm there, I eat it. And it's very special. It has capers on it and everything. Goddamn.
It's thrilling. That's like every time I go to Florida for work, there's this little restaurant. It's like a little health food restaurant in the little town that Snarky Tea's in. Mm-hmm. And they have this smoothie that's banana and almond butter and cocoa powder and cinnamon, which I could very easily make at home.
Yeah.
But I refuse to. So I get it once every 3 months when I go there.
Yeah.
And it's delicious.
That sounds really good. I do think about like I know that LA was like expensive and stupid, but and I know this just sounds like basic YouTube shit, but like Phil's iced coffee is the best iced coffee that I've ever consumed in my life, I think.
Have you considered, I like that we're just casually speaking on this podcast now.
Yeah,
have
maybe.
You considered buying Emma Chamberlain's coffee?
I have, yes. I might. I just might.
I'm slightly interested in it. I like the tea bag concept.
Yeah. It's not expensive.
No, it's really not. And it's all biodegradable.
Yeah. I don't know, I might. I could just put it in a big jar. I'd have to get a big jar, but I would,
I wonder if you could make it like sun tea style.
Ooh.
Like cold brew it sun tea style.
Cold brew it in the cold.
Yeah, because it is cold there. But do you get like sunlight in your window? You probably put it there for a few hours.
Yeah. All
right. Well, next week we're going to do... Let me figure out which album. Beep, 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 beep. Let's do their 2018 album. So,
okay.
Their 2016 album's really good, but let's do their 2018 album. Lake Street Drive has an album called Free Yourself Up, and that's what we're going to do next week. They are real funky, fresh, real cool. I like them a lot.
Okay.
Funky. In the meantime, you guys can find us at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere you can find a podcast, you'll find us. If it's not on your podcast listening app, find a different one at Music Monday Cast everywhere. Woo! Don't email us.
Don't. Leave me alone, God.
That's all.
I'm sorry, we're the worst. Anyway, that's it.
These crazy biz gotta go.
I gotta take a shower. Bye.
Bye.